Happy Friday, everybody. It's raining. It's cold. It hailed yesterday when we were out at lunch. Very unlike my area, but so took today as an advantage to do a service on the Tacoma, and just wanted to share with you. I'd take my truck in for service for an oil change, but I worked in a fleet operation for close to 25 years, and I saw some of the boneheaded things that technicians do. If you're a technician, don't take this to heart, because they're like everybody else. There's good ones and bad ones. I just don't want the bad guy working on my truck. So I do all my own services. The wife's car, that's, yeah, we take it in, let Chevrolet do it. But here's the stupid things that Toyota did. From 2000, I think it was 14, 15, maybe 15 on, when they went to the third generation motor. Let me switch this around and show you. These are some of the stupid things that they do to take it out of the do-it-yourselfer's hands. Watch this. So they decided to take the 4-liter motor out, and where we're going to put in a 3.5-liter Lexus motor. So instead of the filter being on top of the truck, where it was easy to get to, they put it down underneath like this. And then once you can finally get to the oil filter assembly, it's a cartridge, not a spin-on canister filter like used to be on top like a good Chevrolet filter. You got to have this groovy little wrench that goes up on that housing. Then they give you some goofy, let me see if I can grab it here. At what age do you think you should stop changing oil on your own vehicle? Once you get to 60? I'm 3 years past due then. All right, let's see. So they give you O-rings for your change, and they give you a new canister. But see this little doodad? Check this thing out. That goes up inside of there to relieve some of the oil that's stored in that canister so it doesn't go everywhere. How brilliant is that? So let's just make it so difficult that people will stop changing their own oil. Screw them. I put a, wow, now I'm not going to be able to remember the name of it. Fumoto. There's a couple companies that make them. One's Quick Valve, the other one's Fumoto. But that valve goes in the bottom of your drain pan, and it's just a ball lock or a ball valve that goes in there that's spring-loaded with a lock. You can put a lock mechanism on it so it doesn't get knocked off. And then you slip that tube on there, you just drain it into a pail like this. Anyway, I do my own services. I always have, even from way back. Having the right tools. Had my first chance to use my new air jack. That works pretty slick, dude. Throw that underneath of the truck, and then I hook up my my CO2 bottle for recovery, and we just raise the truck up and then put it on jack stands, because after the oil change comes a tire rotation. Yeah, 5,000. That's a little OCD, I know, but I change oil at 5,000 synthetic, and then I rotate the tires at 5,000, so my vehicles last a while. So I'll be back in a little bit when we're buttoning it up, and then I'm going to get around to making a fire too. So going to get around to making a stove later for Kelly, and I think I got that right. He sent me a check this week. Going to make him a stove, and I got some other work and some video coming of a new splitter that I bought. Upgraded to a gas-powered splitter to work in the remote area I work instead of loading my generator in the back of my truck. Got my little electric splitter that I use here at home. Ran across a really great deal on a not going to be able to remember, Performance Built Performance built 13-ton with a Briggs motor on it. So there will be video to come of that. Dell in the backyard, he asked for some video of that. So thanks, brother. I'll give me something to do. So we'll come around and get a fire later and get this truck all buttoned up. So hang in there. See you a little bit. Well, got it all apart here. That's it. After she's all cleaned up and the old nasty filter out of there, I kind of cleaned it up with some brake clean. I like using brake clean. Does a good job. It's either that or dig the solvent tank out, which is hibernating right now. So we're gonna get this element. This new element goes in like yeah. It goes. It's a nice tight fit. Right down in there like that. Okay. And then I've already removed the O-ring that goes. This seals. There's an O-ring that goes in this slot right here, which is this O-ring here. And you always want to use some type of assembly lube. I use Ultra Slick. I've used for many years building motors and stuff over the years. I've got this stuff left over, but you can use anything as simple as just the used motor oil when you drain your oil. But you want to lube up stuff like this. Once you get it on there, you want to put a good little coat on it so when it screw it up inside the block, it doesn't gall this O-ring. And then this other O-ring here, it goes in the bottom where that cap goes, the relief cap. Okay, so that'll go right inside of there like that. And then they give you torque specs, which are in, it's very helpful since they give it to you in Newton meters, which is very helpful since we're in the United States and we work with foot pounds, right? So, yeah, we'll get this back on here and get those tires rotated, move on with the day. Let's do something else, huh? It's cold. All right, I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, got that fiasco of an oil change done. Got the 6 quart is just drizzling in there, and then there's 2/10 of a quart that go in. What's that? I don't know. I give up. I just go by the stick. I just keep looking and dipping and adding a little bit. And anyway, so let's bust into this tire rotation. We're gonna go right front goes to left rear and vice versa. So essentially they'll be going in reverse rotation on what they were before. If you never had one of these, DeWalt, it's a it's kind of, man, I don't know what to call it. It's a chuck drive. I should have bought one a long time ago. It's a 1/4-inch hex. Takes a hex like that, and then you can adapt all kinds of stuff over that. This has got a hex, 1/4 hex to 3/8 to half drive on an impact. And it's taking these off, and I think these are all at 81 or 82. Did get them all? All right, looks like we got them all. That comes off. Let me go get it on the rear. Then I'll bring that one from the rear up here and get it switched out. So if something tragic happened, it's just sitting on a heavy-duty floor jack right now. So I'll be right back. All right, got that left rear changed out, and yeah, it's raining. But let's get this one on here. I'll spare you the agony of watching the other two, and we'll move on to making a fire. I'm about ready for that. Let's do something fun. So here we go. There's a centering hub in there, and if you can get it on there, makes it a lot easier. And then because they're centering lug nuts, they got shoulders on them. I just do like 3 of them slowly. Right. So this is a basic how to rotate your tires 101. These are 265 75/16 10 ply BFG KOs. Wait, are these KOs? Yeah, KO2s, Kevlar belted. Definitely not as heavy as the tires that John the MI Woodsman and those Bogger guys use. I watch you, John. I know you like those Boggers. So anyway, we just snug them up a little bit. I just go around real quick. Make sure they're all snug. Bada bing, like that. And then we're going to do the other 2. And then what I'll do is I'll go around with a torque wrench, hit all 4 of them. We'll go out for a drive, do some curves, some braking, come back, go back around and check the torque on all 4 of them. And then that'll be a done deal. But we'll make a fire before that. No need to bore you with this. This is probably dragging on anyway. But then I don't make a lot of videos, so you ought to be hanging in there, man. All right, I'll be right back. All right, let's get these jack stands out of here. Like that. Who else likes tools? I like tools. I like stuff to make your life easier. Yeah. Added feature, I didn't have to disconnect that. Cool. Okay, so all done with that. Took it out for a little hot lap. Got everything, got the wheels all torqued back down. Maintenance reminders set. Service is done. Hopefully I am smart enough not to do it in the rain again. This was, less than enjoyable? Nah, it's all good. I mean, I like working on stuff, and just kind of put the ugly weather out of mind. So I got some fat wood shaved up here, and the stove. I said Kelly. That's me. It's Kenny. Sorry, Kenny. I will post a link to his YouTube channel. I don't know if he's a creator yet, but he does have he's a YouTube subscriber, and he contacted me about a Magrilla. He wants a Magrilla, so I'll try and get that turned out for him this within the next week or so, and then maybe the rain will stop and I'll get back up and cut some wood. I will do a video for Dell in the backyard, Mr. Wood. I will do a video of that new splitter I got, and show you some mods that I've done to it already, and how we're going to get it to and from the site. So let me make this fire. We're going to use, let's see, let me get this set up here. There we go. This is that ferro rod that I turned down on the lathe and brought it back to life. And I couldn't find a striker, so I've got a lathe a lathe bit. So here we go. Let's see if we can get this going. Fatwood Friday and some maintenance. There we go. So happy Fatwood Friday, everybody. Thanks for tagging along if you made it through, and have a great weekend. Now I gotta put all these tools away. Thanks again for tagging along. God bless. See you guys on the next one. Take care.